Hi, friends. Welcome to Saturday in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I'm super excited to be with you this Labor Day weekend. You know what Labor Day means? Like the end of summer, boohoo, and the beginning of school, yippee. So school starts on Tuesday, and I met my little darlings last week. So very excited about that. Today I'm going to show you something from the new mini catalog, which starts on September 4th. And it is just, there's so many great things in it. So let's go ahead and get started right away. So this mini catalog goes from September 4th to January 6th.
Yep.
Goes all the way to January 6th. Well, it says December, so it's a little misleading there. Anyway.
It bleeds a little into January.
Yes, it does. And if you don't have one of these, let me know. You should have gotten it by now if I ordered one for you. So if you don't have one, please let me know. Cannot show you the inside yet, but I do love, love, love this Humble Home stamp set and punch. It's a very, very fun one. So, okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to use the Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. And when I was choosing a paper, let me show you this first. How pretty are these? So fun. Love the cardinals. And I'll show you the backs in a second. I think these are very pretty. And these can be die cut out. So I was not going to use this one because I want to save those to be die cut out like that. You can see. And then another one of those. What else do we have here? This one is a good one to use because the one I'm using, it's a 12-inch by 4 inches. 12 inches by 4 inches is what I'm using. So this would be a good one. This would also be an okay one to use, or that. Okay, so let me just show you the backs of these. You can just see lots of them. So many, just nice greens, lots of different greens.
Sort of backgrounds.
Yeah, great backgrounds. Yeah, what's on the back of that one? Oh yeah, the birch. Okay, so that is the paper in the sweet Nests of Winter. Yes, Nests of Winter. Yep. This is the stamp set, Winterly Treetops, and it's got these fun birds. And then the dies also have another one that die cuts out. And I did something with this the other day. It cuts out that whole, to make a frame of greens. So really, really fun. I'm loving it. All right. The other thing that comes with this one is, in the suite, is a birch wood 3D embossing folder. Now, I wanted to use this today, but you'll see why I'm not in a moment. But this one looks awesome too. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a
Morning, ladies.
quarter sheet of cardstock, our standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then here is where my 12 by 12 came in. And I'm thinking I shortened it. Maybe I did not. Let's look. Oh yeah, it's just a little bit. Nope, it's 12 inches. 12 inches by 4 inches. 12 inches by 4 inches. And then I scored it at every 4 inches. So 4 and 8. Or 4 and 4, however you do it. And so then just go ahead and fold that on those score lines and fold this one. And if it's not perfectly straight, you can kind of manipulate your paper. It's paper, right? It's paper, people. So if I wanted it a little bit more so I didn't see that edge, I noticed the edge, I could do that. This is actually a very simple card, and I think it's a fun one to make. It has a little bit of wow factor, but it's not difficult to make. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive here on the back of the one side. That's what's going to go on our real red, like this. Like that. Okay. So, are you ready? This is really the card. So let's put something inside. I'll decorate the front a little bit more in a minute. I did use the Deco rectangle dies. And so let's go ahead and put this one in there first. The real red in the Deco rectangle. So you have something to write on. And then we'll do this one on top. And let's see what the words are. And we'll decide if we wanted to stamp something inside. If it I don't remember if it has an inside, outside. Thanks so much. Sending thanks and much love. Thinking of you always. A friend like you brings me happiness. So I think there's not really a stamp I want to do on the inside. maybe one of those you could do like right here just to tie it in a little bit. We could do that. Let's do that. I have not used this particular one before. So let's go ahead and put that together. So these are called the cling stamps because they cling to your wood block.
Not
your
wood.
clear block. They
No
are
wood.
rubber and they cling to your clear block. Here we go. Let's take that off and stick that right in there. And I'm just going to use black because that's what I happen to have handy. So we'll just do a little bit of black there. Give it a little bit of color, a little bit of something. I'm going to do one, and I kind of want to do a second one, but I don't want this to go over the edge because I want it to be a different height. 1 and 2. Nice. And you could color those in a little bit if you wanted to, or just leave them like that. I think it's kind of fun to have a little bit of just something stamped on the inside. All right, now the front. I am going to use this ribbon is our red and gold dotted ribbon is what it's called, dotted ribbon. But look how fun this is. It's in the everyday catalog. It is not in the mini, but I am going to wrap this around. I don't want to cover up that bird per se, because he's kind of a central figure here. And I'm going to put a message up here because that's sort of the blank space. So I think I will tie it like this. And grab some scissors here and just tie a little knot there. Normally it would go on the other side, but I don't think I want it on that side. So I'm going to do it right here. Kind of fun when you open it up. You're like, oh. Like, oh. I'm going to push that back just a little bit. And do a little knot. But I'm going to turn these over. Do you see how this is the back side? I don't want that. I want the other side. So ribbon can be turned and made to obey, basically, to whatever it is you want it to be. So there's that. And that lines up nicely with the dots.
Hi, friends.
There we go. So when you open it, yeah, you have that little bit of ribbon there. Okay, now we need to put a little sentiment. And here is what I just had this brainstorm of. Because inside is decal, I have a thought, and we're going to try it. I'm going to use the smallest decal with just a basic white. Is that big enough? Yes, it is. Not much bigger, but big enough. And I'll use my mini boss and cut that out. So let's go ahead. We'll see if my idea works. I think it's going to. I'm not even going to tell you what it is yet. But so here's my single, my little deckled rectangle. What I want to do is I was thinking, could I make a pennant and have it be deckled? Because if I cut it, then the pennant part wouldn't be deckled because then it would just be straight. So then I was thinking, well, could I? I'm curious how big that thanks is. And the thanks is actually not in here. So maybe we'll do the thinking of you. I think I have it for Card Cafe, which is why it's not here. So let's just make sure. I'm going to make this even smaller like that then. We have a little bit of edge there. All right. There we go. So I thought that was kind of clever. I literally just thought of that. Of course, I didn't quite do it well enough, but that's okay. So here's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to stamp first, and then we'll see what we do with that tag. But I was going to push it in further, and I think that would have helped if I had pushed this in this way a little bit further. Then I could see the corners, and I could have lined them up. You see that? So if I had put them in like this, I could actually get that on the corners, and that would have been a little bit better. But that's okay. I'm going to grab my foam mat, maybe? Question mark?
Right here.
Oh, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp just in, not just, I'm going to stamp in real red. And I'm not sure, we'll have to see if this is going, I think it'll just fit. Thinking of you. I don't even have the rest of it on yet, and that's okay. All right, let's see, we're going to go for it. And I do notice it's sitting low. Do you see that? Up here, I've got all this space. So I know that the bottom is what I kind of need to line it up with. A little higher, like that. That's good enough. Got a little cut. I'm gonna try one more time because I can. So I'm gonna go a little bit more to the right. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Probably would help if I stuck the label on, but you know, that takes what? Oh, time. Oh my goodness. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough.
You're funny.
What?
Just
Well, I got that. Can you see this? Yes, of course you can. So I got that little line there. I don't really want that, but that's all right. So we're going to go ahead and stick this right here. But you know, I wouldn't do that. I would cut this off again or something because I don't want that line. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I really, that just kind of bugs me. I don't know. Some of you are like, that's fine. And that's okay too. But for me, I'm like, no, I don't want that line there. So I'm going to cut these again, which will actually take care of my issue here. This one. Let's go ahead and put this right there, all the way at the end, like that. We'll see. I think it's going to be okay, but you know, you never know until you do it, right? I think that looks straight. All right. I'm going to do, oh, I see what's going to happen here, but all right. Well, I'm just going to do it and then stick it on regardless of how it comes out. All right. But I did get rid of the line, but now this
the
part is
line
not
is
right.
gone.
The line is gone. Oh, no, it's not. Anyway, okay, I'm just going to stick it
Just
on.
keep
I'll
going.
fix it after, fix it another time. And I am just going to wiggle this as if it was deckled because I want it to go to the corner. Like that, like that. Nobody knows the wiser except for you because you're watching. All right, and then I'm going, I didn't totally get that line,
We're
but
getting
that's
some
okay.
laughter on online.
Yeah. I'm going to put this on dimensionals and go ahead and pop this up. I just ordered a whole bunch of dimensionals and all sorts of things for Card Cafe. So everybody can have like their own sheet, their own, there was one there, it just fell off. Their own everything. Although sharing is good, right?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring, so they say. All right, let's go ahead and there they go. All righty. And I'm just going to tuck this right there like that. And there we are. So we've got our little card like that.
Pretty.
Yeah, I think it's kind of fun. And obviously this took a little bit longer, more than I anticipated, but that's okay. All right, did you have something for us?
I do.
Awesome.
So as you know, we are coming up quick on the new mini catalog. When you finally can order from the mini catalog on September 4th, you want to come to the stamperstudio.com, click on order Stampin' Up! Products. And at that point, the world of new products will be open to you. You can go in, see all the new things, order them. Highly, highly recommend this the way you go. You don't have to remember a host code. You don't have to select Lisa as your demonstrator. That is all done for you when you come to the stamperstudio.com and click on order Stampin' Up! Products. We also are coming down to the deadline to register for Sweets in Season.
Oh my.
Sweets in Season is going to take place on September 28th. Registration is by September 9th because we have to have time to get ready all of your make and take projects, package up your fun goodie box that gets sent to you. But then on the 28th, we have 3 hours of Stampin' Fun. Lisa, Amy, and Tracy will each be presenting on one of the new suites from the mini catalog, as well as you could, when you sign up for bonus classes as well. So come to the stamperstudio.com, click on Sweets in Season, and you are there. Last, I also want to just remind you, Escape and Create is going to be our Stampin' Retreat up at the Refuge Little Falls. This isn't going to be just our average hosted weekend, which are very fun. And if you want to come to those, you can go check those out as well. On those, you can spend all your time doing whatever crafts you want. We've had a lot of people asking about, can I have one where we just come and stamp?
And where you cut it all and you get it all ready.
Exactly. So sign up for Escape and Create, and we will have a weekend filled with 10 different paper crafting projects. You will stamp to your heart's content. And as Lisa said, everything will be prepared for you. It takes place at the Refuge Little Falls. We will have all of your meals there. We will have gifts for you. It will be a fun Stampin' weekend. We wanted to make this available to even more people. So we have 10 spaces to stay at the refuge, beautiful Refuge Little Falls, or you can sign up and stay either at a local hotel, or if you're close, you could stay at home. But we wanted to give option for 10 more people. So we have a total of 20 spaces for Escape and Create that takes place over Valentine's weekend in February. So again, come to thestamperstudio.com, scroll down, click on Escape and Create, and you will see all of the details there.
Oh, oopsie. All right, that was just my ruler. Thanks, Dave. Here's one other card that we made, and this is actually one that is on, this is a Card Cafe card using this paper. Now this paper, let me grab my little ruler here. This paper is, let's measure it and see.
3 by 4.
In inches. It is 4 inches by,
Oh,
no,
I
because it
forgot about the
opens. I know
pop-out.
you did. 4 inches by 6.5. And you could, because then it's centered nicely on here. You could
Yep.
make it smaller if you want it to be a 6, but 4 inches by 6.5. Used a punch here and stamped in Petunia Pop. This is why I was hoping I could use the birch behind it. Do you see this? If you can see the textured cardstock behind there, that's what I thought would have been fun. But I didn't want to lose any of my design here, so I just left it like that. I think they're both really, oh, how fun. That kind of looks like it like goes right into that one.
Yep.
And this one too. Well, that's kind of
Funny
fun.
how that works.
Funny how that works. I did fix the tag. I went ahead and looked like I cut it with scissors to make it look a little deckled, but I didn't want that line still there. So there we are. There is a very fun fold using just Designer Series paper. You can do different sizes, but it's a great way to show off that really, really fun paper. So what are you, I'm looking.
You're
at,
looking off camera. So.
Oh, I'm looking at the one that has me here
Yeah,
and me
no,
up there.
look right here.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm looking off camera.
I know, I'm like, what are you looking at?
All right, friends. Well, thanks for joining us. I look forward to seeing you on Monday, on Labor Day evening. But until then, have a great weekend. Whatever you do, stay safe, stamp, and I'll see you on Monday. Happy stamping, friends.